Hi ladies, it's Doona here. Thanks for joining me. So today I'm going to show you my favorite stretches to do during third trimester. And this is what I do right before I go to sleep to release my restless leg syndrome. So I don't know if you ladies have that yet, or if you guys will ever have it, but it's a very uncomfortable feeling. No pain, it's just uncomfortable. So what I like to do is I like to work into the hips, the glutes, as well as the legs. And then I'll show you some other stretches that I do every night before I go to sleep to help my sleeping and just to release lower back pain. So I hope you'll enjoy. Let's go ahead and get started in a comfortable seated position just like this. Okay, so grab your blocks, bolster, blankets, whatever you need to get comfortable in your seated position. Relax your knees, relax your sit bones, and then really focus on rooting your tailbone down towards the floor. Notice if there's arching in your lower back. See if you could slightly tuck the tailbone, drawing the belly in. Keep lifting up through the side waist, but don't let your chest stick out too much. So find that neutral spine by drawing the front ribs in. So once you draw the front ribs in, you're going to notice your core activate. Relax your shoulders. Bring your chin parallel to the floor. Elongate through all sides of your neck. And keep reaching the crown of your head all the way up towards the ceiling. Then close your eyes. Take an inhale through your nose. And a deep exhale, sigh it out. Good. A few more times just like that. Feel free to take open mouth exhales, especially as we're pregnant. We tend to get a little bit of shortness of breath. So at least for me, I like to take open mouth exhales, especially as I get further along in my pregnancy. Couple more rounds on your own. Soften your jaw. Relax your eyelids. Relax your tongue. One more breath. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Good. Gently blink your eyes open and take a gentle twist to the right. Place your right hand behind your lower back, left hand on top of right thigh. So again, depending how far along you are in your third trimester, or you might even be in your first and second trimester, you could either keep your hands planted just like this, or open arms is perfectly fine. So anytime you're twisting, you don't want to compress. So you want to invite space and length in the front side. So opening your arms like this might help you. Focus more on twisting from the shoulders rather than your belly. So I always like to twist, adding rotation in my yoga practice to help stretch out my spine, especially through the lower back. Go ahead and switch sides. At any time throughout this video, feel free to pause it and then hold the pose longer if that feels good for you. So you could always hold the pose longer or even skip it if it doesn't feel good. Good. Okay, come back to center. Place your right hand next to your right hip. Stretch your left arm up and over. So anytime we're doing these side body stretches, it helps you to breathe better. So really opening up through the front ribs, the back ribs, just allowing more oxygen, more breath into your body. Go ahead and switch sides. Make sure your right sit bone doesn't lift up. Breathing. And then connecting breath to movement. Inhales to center, exhales to the right. You could do this as many times as you like. Again, keeping both sit bones grounded so the hips stay squared. Really finding length into your side body, opening up through your ribs. And helping you to breathe longer, slower, and better. Finish off the left side. Take your time. And we'll meet back in center. Good. All right. From here, switch the opposite ankle on top. I always like to even it out. Shimmy out any goodness out of your sit bones. And we're going to do a few seated cat and cow pose. So as you inhale, arch your upper and mid back, open your chest, slightly draw your shoulder blades towards each other, gaze up. As you exhale, round your back, tuck your chin towards your chest. Focus on hollowing out the front side of your body. Moving breath to movement. Inhale, find that extension. And exhale, find flexion. One of the best poses to release any tension and tightness through your lower back. You could do this on your knees and hands. You could also do this while you're on your back. And again, do this as many times as you like. We're going to do one more together. Once you're finished, we'll meet back in a seated position. Good. Okay. So extend your right leg all the way out towards the right. Hook your left foot into your right inner thigh. Coming back into that side body stretch, you're going to place your right hand on top of right shin bone. Stretch your left arm up and over. The tendency is to drop your left shoulder, closing off your chest. But remember, we always want to invite space and length, really opening up through the front side of your body. So I want you to move this left shoulder back. You're going to feel a slight rotation through your torso. Keep everything open. Again, helping you to breathe here. You should feel this in your right inner thigh, hamstrings. Inhale. Exhale. And again, if you want to hold here longer, go ahead and pause this video, hold it longer. The next one, you're going to bring your feet a little bit closer, your right leg a little bit closer in. Twist your shoulders over to the right. Flex your right foot up. Option to bend your right knee. Inhale, sit up tall. And exhale, hinge from your hips for seated separate forehead to knee stretch. So this one is going to help you target more of the hamstrings as well as the calves and hips. This is really, really good for restless leg syndrome. So again, I like to do the sequence every night before I go to sleep. Kind of helps me to relax, not just my physical body, but also my mental and emotional body. Especially as we get further along in our trimester, we tend to overthink. Good. Inhale, slowly rise. Extend your right leg back out further as much as you can. And then let's come into a wide legged. So extending both legs out. Make sure all 10 toes point straight up. The moment your toes drops, that's where your upper body needs to stop. So I'll go ahead and show you. So together, as we inhale, sitting up tall, and as we exhale, hinge from your hips and fold. Okay, so I like to do this a few times using my breath. Again, noticing that my toes are still pointing up. Inhale, sit up taller from there. And exhale, hinge from the hips, fold deeper. Good. So now, if you notice your toes dropping, this is where you should stay. Okay, don't fold even deeper. And for those ladies who like to get deeper into the hips, the groins, keep folding. You could drop to your forearms. But anytime you're in this folded position, don't just drop down, especially in our third trimester. We want to keep that space in our stomach. So I like to keep the chest lifted. Keep pointing the toes up. So you're rolling the inner thighs up and back. Shoulders melts down. Good. Inhale, slowly rise. Keep your legs extended out wide. Drop your right arm on top of right leg. Inhale, reach your left arm up and over. Chin away from your chest. Roll your left shoulder slightly back. Focus on pointing your chest up towards the ceiling. Come back to center. Good. Keep your left leg the same. Bend your right knee, right foot into your left inner thigh. Left forearm on top of left leg. Inhale, stretch your right arm up and over. Focus on reaching your right fingertips over towards the left. Sink your right sit bone down. Shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, slowly rise. Bring your left leg slightly towards the middle. Shimmy out any goodness out of your sit bones so both hips are grounded. Inhale, sit up tall, and exhale, hinge from your hips. Again, feel free to bend your left knee. Focus on leading with your chest, pulling your heart towards your toes. And lengthening your spine rather than over rounding, or notice if you're back bending in your spine. Keep it straight. Inhale, slowly rise. Good. Extend your left leg out long. Let's come back into that wide-legged. And let's take another forward fold. Okay, so again, taking it slow, keeping the chest lifted. Keep your toes pointing straight up. Keep your sit bone grounded. One more breath. Good. Slowly rise. Awesome. Left forearm on top of left thigh. Inhale, stretch your right arm up and over. Inhale, slowly rise. Awesome. All right, ladies. So we're going to actually use a wall for the last two poses. So if lying on your back is not comfortable for you, you could place a blanket under your head, a pillow underneath your spine. Being on your back during your third trimester is totally safe as long as you're not there for a very long time. So Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just use this wall. You're going to bring your butt maybe 2 feet apart. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and lay down so you guys can see me. Okay, so the first one, you're just going to plant your feet so that your knees are over your hips. You can move away from the wall even more if that's better for you. Your ankles should be in line with your knees, and then coming into our figure 4, right ankle on top of the left thigh. Okay, so getting into the hips, really great for the back. You should feel this in your groins, your psoas area. Keep your right foot flexed. So this is a very restorative pose, and this is why I like to do this before I go to sleep. It helps me to just relax my body, helping me to relax my mind. And then during this time, I like to hold for quite a while, at least for me, just focusing on the breath. You could always move closer towards the wall for a deeper glute and hip stretch. And again, you can go ahead and stay here longer. Otherwise, we're going to switch sides. Keep that foot flexed so you're not just relaxing. So you're keeping the legs active, but everything is pretty much relaxed. I like to close my eyes too. Who knows when we'll have this quiet time again, right? So this is a really, really good moment for you to take advantage of this time just for you. All right, so now ending our practice is called legs up the wall. You're gonna have to get back up, and then you're moving your butt all the way against the wall. And this is my favorite pose for my restless leg syndrome. I like to bring my butt all the way against the wall and then just bring my legs all the way against the wall. Relax my arms, relax the shoulders, and close your eyes. So you're just relaxing the toes, relaxing the ankles, relaxing the legs. And this is where I finish my practice before I go to sleep. Letting go of the day, letting go of the practice, and just being here. Ladies, feel free to stay here as long as you need. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, comment below. Thank you so much. Namaste.